Hello everyone. Hello Sir Dan. I am Carl Nicole Laudanilla and I am a co-researcher for a study entitled The Impact of Natural Calamities on Mandawi Supply Chain. When our team first started working on this project, I'll admit it, we're very positive. We thought gathering numbers for our research will be simple, clean, and honestly pretty easy. In school, we are always taught that this kind of research follow a neat, step-by-step process. We just printed out our papers, passed out the survey, typed the answer into the computer, and got our result. It sounds so simple. While we were preparing our strategy on how to conduct the study, I keep telling myself that it wouldn't take much work. I figured we will just hand out our papers, explain who we are, say what our research is for, and people will gladly fill it out. But I was completely wrong. Once we actually left the classroom and hit the street to get our data, reality hit us hard. A lot of unexpected struggles happened all at once. Our study focuses on Mandawi City. We wanted to look at local businesses and areas that were badly hit by typhoon and floods. Because of this, we couldn't just stay in one comfortable place. We had to go at and find those businesses ourselves. Our very first struggle was simply traveling. We had to travel back and forth to far places and distant barangay across Mandawi. To make things worse, gas prices had just gone up because of global conflict affecting the oil supply. Every single trip we made, we spent much more money on transportation than we planned. On top of high costs, we had to face the heavy everyday traffic of Mandawi City. We spent hours just stuck on the roads, moving incredibly slow under the burning heat. This traffic nightmare taught us a massive lesson about time management. We realized that we cannot just live whatever we want. We have to learn how to plan our schedule around peak traffic hours, map out the fastest routes, and leave much earlier just to catch managers before their lunch break or before they leave their work. Even with all that planning, there were days when we were exhausted from the heat, looking at our empty wallets and wondering if we ever had enough money and time for the next day. It was a stressful battle before we ever talked to a single person. But the money and traffic were not the only problem. Our second and maybe biggest struggle was trying to get enough people to answer our survey. We learned very quickly that in real world, no one has to give a student their time. The business world in Mandawi City moves very fast. Managers and business owners are always working under a lot of stress. When we approach them, we reject over and over again. Many people politely or sometimes bluntly say no because they were simply too busy running for their daily operation. Others time we ran into strictly company rules. Several managers refused because their company did not allow them to share private information. It feels like we were talking to a brick wall. We were terrified that we couldn't get enough answer even finish our paper. Aside from the outside problem, we also had internal struggles within the team. When you watch a group working together, it is easy to assume everything is perfect. But the truth is, it wasn't always a smooth ride. We didn't always magkasinabtanay or understand each other instantly. We have to remember that outside of this research, everyone has their own life, their own personal problems, and their own tasks to do. There were days when schedules clashed, level were low, and miscommunication happens because someone were overwhelmed with their own personal responsibilities. We had to deal with the moment of frustration when things didn't go as planned, and we had to work hard to align our schedule just to get things done. But, but even with those difficult moments, when I look at our group and compared us to other research group, I realize how lucky I am. While we had our misunderstanding, my group mates never abandoned the work. Unlike the other team where some member were just disappeared or completely leave all the heavy lift to one person. My team always showed up. Even we were stressed or busy with our personal lives, we still found a way to come back together, talk it out, and fix the problem. We never lose respect for each other. It made me realize that a great team isn't always one that never fight. It's a team that stays together and fight for the project, even when the things get personal and messy. In the end, despite all the sweat, the rejection, the high cost, the Mandawi's traffic, and the time we didn't see eye to eye, this hard experience completely changed how I look at research. It took away the simple idea that research is just let's just say um kay sa pag-abot sa fourth year. I learned that collecting data requires a lot of patience, tight teamwork, smart time management, and refusing to give up when things get thrown. I always learn that true support isn't about comforting each other. It's about having the courage to face challenges together so we can fix our mistake and grow. And